Tracking Omicron, the COVID variant is now here in our area. What leaders say you can do to protect yourself.
It was back to December today, and it'll feel like it by tomorrow morning. A look at the lows ahead.
Life on The Real Housewives isn't all diamonds and rosé. New York Live meets up with the author of a buzzy new tell-all to relive some of the series' most iconic moments. Hey everyone, I'm Kay Ingram, and this is News 4 Now for December 3rd. And y'all, it was only a matter of time. The Omicron variant was found here in New York State, and all of the cases are in our area. At least 5 cases of the mutated COVID strain have been detected. Officials say everyone's symptoms are mild. Now, we still don't know if everyone was vaccinated, but in at least one case, a 67-year-old woman in Suffolk County had at least one shot. She tested positive after returning from South Africa. The others are here in the city. It all comes after a fully vaccinated and boosted tourist from Minnesota visited the city last month for the Anime NYC convention at the Javits Center. He tested positive for Omicron.
So what should people extrapolate from? He was fully vaccinated, he just got boosted, and still got it.
He's not dead. That's what they should take from it, and he's not in the hospital.
We want people to know that the early cases that have arisen are not life-threatening. They seem to be minor cases, and that is a source of good news for us right now.
It's nerve-wracking, but we're all trying to just do the best we can.
He tested positive for Omicron, had mild symptoms, and recovered. State leaders say wearing a mask and getting vaccinated are still the best ways to stay protected. A Columbia University student is dead following a series of attacks in Manhattan. Police say the 30-year-old student died after being stabbed last night at 123rd Street and Amsterdam Avenue. A second person was also stabbed a short time later near 110th Street. He did survive that attack. A suspect was taken into custody in Central Park. Police say he was menacing another person with a knife.
You see this? See this, folks? It's denying us entry into our house.
In New Jersey, at least 10 Republican lawmakers defied a new rule requiring everyone to show proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test before entering the assembly chamber. They say the new rule that took effect on Wednesday is unconstitutional and under appeal. While everyone eventually made it in, the showdown caused a delay in assembly voting. Democrats called the move a, quote, political stunt. It is a sharp contrast to last year's COVID shutdown. Broadway theaters were more than 80% full during Thanksgiving week. The Christmas Spectacular at Radio City Music Hall is running 4 shows a day. And Black Friday pedestrian traffic on 5th Avenue increased 262% from 2020 levels. And the Great New York City Holiday Revival is not surprising. According to TripAdvisor's Winter Travel Index, New York City is back on top as the #1 traveler's destination this holiday season. Guests plan to hit the Big Apple to see the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, the Rockettes, the lights at Saks, and shop at the holiday markets.
Hi there, I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Maria LaRosa. Hope you enjoyed the return to December weather after yesterday's highs in the upper 50s. Not going to see that for a couple of days. In fact, we'll see temperatures drop into the 30s as early as this evening. We do see fair skies, a few clouds from time to time as we get into tomorrow morning, but we'll end up with some sunshine as well. The winds stay gusty through this evening too, so if you have plans to be out and about, it'll feel like the 20s and 30s around dinner time. The winds ease up a bit overnight, so not quite as gusty. Just a little bit of a wind chill factor by tomorrow morning. It'll feel like the 20s and 30s, but the actual temperatures will be also in the 20s and the 30s. Down to 35 in the city, 31 in White Plains, 27 in Sussex. We'll see the 20s in Poughkeepsie, 30s for Long Island and down the shore, and high temperatures close to average, back up in the mid-40s.
All right, if your New Year's resolution is to do some more reading and you're obsessed with The Real Housewives, there's a new book out there that's giving Real Housewives fans an inside look at the iconic Bravo franchise. New York Live is here with why the last 15 years haven't always been diamonds and rosé. If you are a fan of The Real Housewives, then not all diamonds and rosé needs to be next on your reading list. Today I'm talking to the book's author, Dave Quinn, to get the inside scoop on all of the Housewives drama. Dave, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
You must be on cloud 9.
Yeah, it's so surreal. You know, this was a project that I worked on for so long in the midst of actually the coronavirus pandemic. It was a perfect time to do these interviews. Talked to 185 people, 500 hours of interviews. So for now to be on the other side of it is just like wild.
So what inspired you to start this? You're an entertainment reporter like me, and we both love Bravo, but you took the deep dive and did this like extreme research project. So how did it start?
Well, you know, you have 15 years now of Housewives. It seemed like the perfect time to kind of celebrate the franchise where we were, and we had great conversations with Bravo about doing a project like this. But these women are so opinionated. They have so much to say. They really did not hold back.
Your husband's in the book.
Okay, Dave, so we are here at the Brass Monkey in Chelsea, actually at an iconic table. So tell me what it's all about.
Yes, this is the location of one of the most memorable moments from the Real Housewives of New York City between Kelly Ben-Simone and Bethany Frankel, the infamous "you're down here, I'm up here" moment. This is history.
Who was the longest conversation?
Oh my goodness, the longest conversation, hands down, Carol Razawell from the Real Housewives of New York City. We spoke for a whopping 12 hours straight.
Now, if you could be a producer and start a new Housewife franchise, where would it be and why?
I'm a New Englander too. I went to college in Rhode Island, so let's go up to Boston. Let's do the Real Housewives of Boston.
Fabulous. Going with the wind, fabulous.
Okay, well, cheers.
Cheers.
To you and congratulations.
I'm so
and
glad
thank you for putting this out there. All right, this next story is wild for real. Onto a demolition derby that's causing absolute mayhem on a street in Brooklyn. A man took a school bus for a joyride, causing absolute craziness, smashing cars in the process. Here's News 4's Adam Harding with that joyride.
The stolen bus was used as a battering ram Thursday afternoon. Cell phone video capturing the wild scene along Georgia Ave in Brooklyn.
This is the rear.
Raymond Johnson is among the victims left cleaning up, his car heavily damaged.
Were you hit directly by the bus, or was another car pushing you down the street?
The boss was in the back of my car doing all that.
And he was just pushing you?
Pushing me, then he stopped, reversed, tried to go around. When he couldn't make it out, he clipped 2 cars down there.
Surveillance video shows police scrambling to clear the scene. Now pay close attention to the top of your screen. Watch as one officer can be seen rescuing a woman from her SUV. Seconds later, the bus plows right through it. Thankfully, no one was seriously hurt.
There was a lady in there. He kept hitting the car so bad. And then the last second, one of the cops pulled the lady out of the car and saved her.
Witnesses still in disbelief as shattered debris now lines the neighborhood.
It was just like, it was just crazy because the bus was going really fast. He hit the first car and then he backed out. He came back and then he just kept going.
How many cars do you think got hit?
I think from the beginning of the block to the end, he didn't stop.
The driver eventually crashed about 2 blocks away outside a gas station. Tonight, he is facing charges, but still no word on what led up to this wild joyride.
All right, well, that's it for today's show. Thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you back here next week on News 4 Now. See ya.